So I got a call from a new customer today that was referred to us by an existing customer, and he stated during a recent power outage that the unit did not start. He cleared the error and it still wouldn't start, and it just made like a clicking noise and the board would go blank. So I just got here and let's take a look. So the first thing I do is switch it to off, from auto to off, and then go to manual. That's just my process. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I do. And listen to this. I was talking over it, but that's what happens. So anyway, it basically resets itself, and that's not good. That's usually an indication that the battery is dead. Now let's go see what the history is, because he said he couldn't remember what the error message was. That's because of the power outage, RPM sense loss. He did also say that it had not been starting for some time. So the error message just says missing charger, but that just usually comes up. That always comes up during a power outage. RPM sense loss can lead you in multiple different directions, but the first place you should go is check the battery. Fuel, battery, and spark. That's what an engine needs to start. And, well, what looks bad there? This. During an annual service, what you should always be doing is taking these connections off, cleaning them with a wire brush. Usually, what's recommended is a battery brush, and I'll show you one here in a second. And then coating it with battery protector and cleaner. And of course, I don't have my... Oh, here it is. One of these guys. This is a battery brush. This part goes on the terminal, and then this is a cover. Inside here, I can't open it with one hand, is the brush to clean the inside of the connector on here. One of these from Harbor Freight is helpful as well. I mean, obviously it's time for a new one, but this still kind of does the job. I mean, this is terrible. This battery's been leaking acid for a long time. And look what happens when you don't clean these connections and you have corrosion that looks like that. That's what happens. I did not loosen it at all. You see that? I mean, these connections should last more than 5 years, 6 years. But without proper maintenance, this is what happens. That's why I keep telling you guys that maintenance is key. Correct maintenance. Let me rephrase that. Correct maintenance is key. So this is the brand that we use. CRC is a well-known company and brand. It's been around a long time, so that's what we use. Now let me show you what'll happen if I can open this. There you go. It's cold. Everything is cold. It's probably about 20 degrees out here. So you spray this on there to try to neutralize, and you could use baking soda and stuff, but I'm not sure if this is coming out on video, but it turns pink when there's acid, and it's very light pink. I'm gonna try to save this connector. Try to save the enclosure. So just spray it on there. This connector obviously is no good. The positive connector is no good, so I'm just gonna cut that off. So another thing that happens, and what I was expecting, is that hole is not supposed to be there. There's going to be one on each corner. There are probably screws that hold the enclosure down to the plastic pad that's under here, and the acid had corroded the screw that was in that hole. So this is what happens when so-called generator service companies aren't trained correctly. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, you'll be able to see that. You see that? I mean, there's no stopping this now. There's going to be one in each corner here. So at some point, this base is going to have to get replaced, which really sucks, because that's a very involved job. Hopefully we caught it, but I doubt it. So we're back up and running. I replaced this screw. This is a universal screw, so it's oversized. That's what it looks like that. It's the negative, so it's not a big deal. Unfortunately, these are plastic, and because of the way this connection is, it doesn't fit around inside that. But here we have the clean battery. This is how the battery should look after a service. You have the red spray. The protector is red. That's what you see there, and that's what you want to see. And I just ran the unit. This is the electrical connection for the electrician, and it's okay. It would be nice to see it cleaned up and a little bit more attention to detail and cleanliness, but they use the color-coded wiring, so I guess that's good. So you can't really screw it up. I checked the output voltage and frequency, which is hertz is frequency, and that's directly related to the engine speed. 60 hertz is 3600 RPM. So that's what we want to check. And also for 240 volts and then 120 volts from line to neutral and line to ground. In addition to checking to the neutral and ground here, I always check at a clean engine frame ground, which I just picked the valve cover because the engine's all tied together. The engine was also overfilled with oil, so I drained that, got it to the right level. The air filter is old. I don't know if it's original, but it is old. So whoever has been servicing this previously has not been doing a diligent job. So that's unfortunate for the homeowner because they had a power outage this morning and it didn't work. This thing is completely useless if it doesn't work during a power outage. It's a giant paperweight. So anyway, thanks for watching.